down to number 13 in the poll, trying to snap a 2-game losing streak against the Great Danes of Albany.
Coach Bennett raves about his ability to make plays and find guys.
Jaden Gardner tips it back to Kihei Clark as UVA uses a new starting lineup for the first time all season here in Game 11, trying to snap a 2-game losing streak. Armand Franklin triggers the first shot of the night. It goes begging, and Jonathan Beagle, the big true freshman from Hudson Falls, New York, snares it for the Great Danes, who enter 5-9 off a win last Tuesday at Northern Illinois. Our officials tonight, Lee Cassell, Paul Sells, and Jenna Renault.
Coach Bennett drew up the first play, trying to get Armand Franklin going.
This is Gerald Drumgoole, the pit transfer who leads Albany in scoring and starts by splashing a mid-range jumper.
Well, he's not anybody. Good play to have if you want to come in tonight and pull off an upset.
You see the starting 5 for the Cavaliers. Isaac McNeely also making his first start of the season, the true freshman out of West Virginia. Kihei Clark at the controls, gets it to Jaden Gardner, and that is money from the mid-range.
That's Jaden Gardner's shot. Undersized, powerful. Nobody else's fault. It's impossible he shoots an air ball.
Looking at your hand, what's going on? There goes Kihei Clark, dumps it down. Gardner finishes. 4 quick ones for Jaden Gardner.
2 good passes from Kihei. Kihei coming in and just really good on-ball defender, just a winner.
He's the Cavaliers' all-time leader in minutes played. 27 minutes behind Mark Price of Georgia Tech, actually, to move the top 10 in ACC history. As Sarju Patel, the Cornell transfer, knifes toward the basket and draws the foul.
And Kihei just comes in. He lives in the paint. Just a great find there. No look pass down to Gardner, but
might suit up at halftime.
He'll hurry up and get back now. Pretty sure those 2 competitive. You know, when he came back against Houston, he didn't. You like to throw out a number, double-digit number, maybe 12 or so would be the ideal number for these guys, but Beagle has an advantage shooting face-up jump shots, just not inside against the bigs of the UVA.
Shedrick cleans up the miss.
With a healthy Beekman and Kihei, just makes this Virginia team that much better.
Talented, balanced, experienced. 8-0 start, trying to snap a mini 2-game losing streak here. Clark around the Shedrick screen. Shedrick 1 for 3 from deep this year as the shot clock goes down to 5. Gardner on the face-up. That's too easy.
I think he's a guy that they can lean on a little bit more than they do defenders in. Kihei Clark lacks size, but he really does a good job staying in front of the basketball.
Again, the shot clock dwindles. 3 to shoot for Edmead. From the baseline, the shot missed, but Clark.
He can flat out shoot it. They're looking for a 3rd to 7. And who steps up as that 3rd leading scorer, not just tonight before the season goes along, but consistently be that 3rd guy for this team before they start conference play in the American East.
Shedrick going to work down low. Missed the reverse, and the Great Danes come away with it. Here is Edmead, who's a blur in the open floor.
He has extra gear with him, gets to anywhere he wants on the floor like that.
Finds some space and knocks down a jumper. On the turnaround. This is Daquan Davis. Edmead again, one-on-one with Franklin. Nice backdoor cut, Sarju Patel. Whoa, scooped it home.
Great backdoor cut, overplayed in the corner. Backdoor cut, he shows you there.
Good finish, too. Gardner picks it up, finds a wide open Franklin. Just can't buy one now, but Gardner has the loose change. They lost in South Beach last Tuesday. What a game that was, against a Miami team that's now inside the top 20.
2 high-level teams.
Yeah, just a great game. Great league, man. We don't really know who the cream of the crop is in the ACC yet.
It'll be decided late. They'll be going to March trying to figure that out.
That's Jonathan Beagle, the true freshman from Hudson Falls, New York. About 50
other guys, he has enough size and length that he can get his shot off in the post. See if they go back to him without any real true big on the floor for UVA now.
Here comes McNeely, hard to the 10, count it, +1. Why settle for a 3 when you can get a 2 plus the free throw? It's like, why settle for a Bodo's Bagel when you can go to Panera? Folks in Charlottesville gone.
Yeah. Go get us security to get out of here.
Seriously, we need a detail. There's Gerald Drumgoole. Daquan Davis, a guy who can really score when he is in the groove. Sets it up for Trey Hutchison, who knocks down a triple.
Great screen.
They're 4 of 6. This is Daquan Davis, ice swing against Kihei Clark. The step back jumper, that's pure from 3. Great Danes in front.
Great shot by Dave. But one thing Tony will do, if you don't perform in the first half, sometimes you don't get back in the second half.
Yeah. Case in point, Franklin at Miami played 13 minutes total. Davis with a nice little teardrop, and he can get going in a hurry. Tony Bennett wants a timeout, and 8.
And teams making shots, and you making mistakes to help him make shots. And he called a timeout to kind of settle his guys down.
Franklin has some space, takes advantage, and drills a triple.
I just think he's so much better when he's aggressive. I mean, stop thinking.
Oh, yeah. That's where the floor slapping comes from.
Yeah.
Drumgool's been quiet. Albany still leading by 1, and he throws it away there. Here comes Kihei Clark. Shedrick riding shotgun, and he gets fouled.
That's something that...
So we'll see what Coach Killing selects this year. That one's at the Pete. Should be a great afternoon of hoops right here on AC. Yeah, maybe expanding the pack line a little bit. Hutchison has 1-3 already. That one won't go. Missed it by a wide margin, and Franklin is rewarded for the hustle as Albany called for the foul.
Quite a few good free throw shooters on this team, but you want to get a guy like Franklin starting to come out of it and make some shots. And again, these guys hadn't had a lot of practice. I mean, coming home from Christmas break and
found the eggnog.
Yeah. I'm sure they sat up under mom and dad and got some homemade cooking and everything else, and favorite meals and everything that I still do today when I go see my mom. So
it's a 7-0 run for UVA as Beagle scores. Little baby hook. This Beagle is a man who could take Albany to new heights. As Franklin steps back and can't score, in and out. Hutchison the rebound.
Doing a really good job, Albany, of defending that pin down on that mover blocker action by UVA.
Davis from way downtown. Oh, we talked a little.
Confident group, as they should be. I mean, they felt as though there's a toughness about them that comes from Coach Killings. I mean, he wants his guys to get after him.
Shedrick left alone.
Great penetration by Kihei Clark.
Behind Jeff Jones for second in program history. Franklin in attack mode, scores plus the foul.
Speaking of Jeff Jones, he actually took over after he plays sometimes. Everything just got to go off script. Play might have been designed to come off. He rejects it and gets in and finishes. There's not a shot block. Worst thing they can do is foul you. They're not going to break a shot. So if you don't commit a turnover or a charge, get it on the glass.
Clark applies the pressure, takes it away. Kihei Clark, he's been doing that for years here in Charlottesville.
He's just so tough, so underrated. Leads this team. Oh, another one.
Another one. He says, I'll have one more. Kihei Clark has taken this game over. That is his career in 2 plays, right? Tight defense, takes it away and scores.
Yeah, he's got to get some help on the offensive end. It takes a lot of energy to do that. You need that drill, just go through the motions, and he actually puts pressure on the ball.
Caffaro missed the front end of a 1-and-1, rebounded by Jaden Gardner for UVA. Stays here with the Who's. Caffaro kicks it out. McNeely in the corner. Before he does, though, a foul is called on the floor against Albany. It goes against Trey Hutchison and UVA. Folks, we got a women's basketball doubleheader for you tomorrow. A Livy ESPN app. Caffaro came in a 6 of 7 free throw shooter on the season, missed 3 in a row.
I mean, in fairness to both teams, you just don't get a lot of time to practice, and so the defense has to carry you through. You don't know what you're going to get on the offensive end. I mean, some of these guys, you just get...
Oh, knows Randolph Childress.
They're just ready for me to get out of town. That's part of the problem.
There's Drumgool, swings it to Sarju Patel, who can make that shot, doesn't here. Kihei Clark runs down the rebound for UVA. And he'll slow it down, still breathing heavily after his back-to-back pickpockets and layups. Part of a 9-0 run for Virginia. Clark leaves it, Gardner scores it. Kihei Clark is dealing in this first half.
He's getting wherever he wants to get on the floor again. They clear out the side for him. Must be an emphasis to reject the ball screen, gets in the paint, another drop off for Gardner.
Gardner in double figures. He and Franklin have 20 of the 33 for Virginia. Albany can hold for one. Daquan Davis matched up with Kihei Clark. 5 left in the first half. Drumgool's got to go. Does he see the clock? Beagle did not get it away. And Virginia will end the first half on an 11-zip run to lead by 9.
Great half. Great job by UV on the defensive end. That's what they want to double down, hang their hat on. Didn't shoot it well early,